Hey, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk to you about readjusting your calorie goal. Um, what I mean by that is at this point you've probably lost some weight, and we didn't really look at your caloric needs, but you'll need to do that at some point. You can't continue to keep making this deficit, and you also can't continue to ignore some of the things that we have. I just wanted to get you started. And in order to get you started, we can do that without looking at some of the fine-tuning that we have to do in order to make continual progress. All you really have to do to keep progressing, like I said, is make sure you're at a calorie deficit. However, if you've lost 10 pounds, you're 10 pounds lighter than you were, which means you only need a portion of the food that you did before. That means in order to maintain that deficit, you have to cut more calories. Now, that gets harder without altering your diet in a more significant way, which is why I said we need to continue to replace foods with other foods. It needs to become a healthy diet with the extras put in every now and then as a treat as opposed to consistently. So at this point you're going to have to start to look at how many calories do I actually need. There is a BMR calculator on our website. There's also, you can find them anywhere on the internet if you just type it in a search engine. You need to start looking at how many calories you actually need for your body. And then you can start to look at how much you're eating and how much you're expending, and make sure that you are continually moving toward whatever goals you have. So if you want to continue to lose weight, then you want to make sure you continue to be in a deficit. What I'm saying though is, we were talking about cutting back calories. That's fine, but at some point your body's going to adjust to that. You can't just keep eating what you're eating all the time. Your body will get used to it, your metabolism will adjust, and eventually you'll level off again. So until you get to your ideal weight, you don't want to level off. But you have to look at, you can't keep making a huge deficit. You have to look at ways that you can manipulate it, but in order to do that, you have to know where you stand, and then you have to readjust. So I want to continue with what we were doing for the rest of the month, but I want you to know that at some point you are going to have to readjust your calories, and you're going to have to cut back more foods and put in more healthier options. So hopefully you've made great progress. Like I said, we should celebrate yesterday the fact that we've already made an 800 calorie deficit, but we can't keep making that bigger and bigger and bigger. We have to make sure that we're looking at where we're at and where we need to be, and that we have a realistic viewpoint of what we can change in order to keep working toward our goals.